Asic identified between 2019 and 2024, CBA charged $270 million in excess account keeping and overdraw fees for about 2.2 million low-income customers who shouldn't have been charged those fees. And it's by far the most of any bank. So your institution, unlike other major banks involved and against ASIC's stated position, didn't issue a bulk refund. Why is it up to individual customers who are financially vulnerable at that? Why do they have to call the CBA to get a refund for fees that shouldn't have been charged in the first place?
The origins of the review by Asic were to look specifically at the Indigenous customers. We supported obviously all of that work. We refunded those fees for that cohort. They then extended to all concession holders. Now, I'm not suggesting there aren't concession holders that are of low income, but I also know that not all concession holders, because some you just qualify for by age, are therefore deemed to be, in my view, low income and socio-economic. There is no instances of unlawful conduct. These are fees and charges that were associated with those products that operated in accordance with the terms and conditions.
I'm not stating that it was unlawful, but ASIC came up with a figure of $270 million that they reckon wasn't charged in the right way.
I would dispute whether it was. What was your exact characterisation? Charged.
That they weren't charged properly.
I disagree with that. They were charged in accordance with the terms and conditions. It's not merely a question of just handing the money over. It's of course not my or our money. It's the money of our owners. And I think perhaps there's a sort of harsher interpretation of how a shareholder may think of that, which is, well, that's effectively appropriation of their property.
But you're not challenging the figure that ASIC has identified as being excessive?
I'm not challenging the figure. I think we may debate whether every dollar in that is excessive. I would say there's a threshold within that.